Alright, welcome. We are just loading in the game now. Uh, Hopefully this worked. There was a crash after I saved, but I think the save still went through, so it looks like it loaded fine, so this should be fine. So welcome everyone to Carlot's Modern Tournament Game 2. The game's going to be between Team Senjay and Team Halu. And we're just loading in right now. And so we don't get to hear Carlot's lovely voice today uh, because he was unavailable to cast this one. So I'll be doing the casting, and then if you miss it, you can watch the stream back on YouTube, I think on Carlot's YouTube channel. So yeah, with that, we're going to get right into this. I have to check first to make sure that it all loaded correctly, but assuming it did, we'll be right into the game. Yes, it looks like it did. Cool. Yep, it worked. Sweet. Alright. So here we go. Welcome everyone to the game. So, as I said, we have Team Senjay versus Team Halu, and conveniently the teams loaded in such a way that they are actually all on the correct side, so the top versus the bottom essentially. So we'll just go down the list. We'll start with Rico. His spawn's pretty good here. He has the uranium iron combo. RPG is a really nice early game power boost. It looks like he's planting early for that city. That's a nice one. Next is Senjay, who's down here, just planted. Perfect. So he's got iron, oil, and what seems like he's going to be fighting Reaver early, so we'll see how that shakes out. Yeah, that'll be an interesting position later on. Let's look at Senjay. I mean, not Senjay, El Quixote. He got, in game one, he got the carry spot far away from everyone else. So this time around, it looks like he's spawned pretty close to Battleship. That'll definitely be conflict going forward. Looks like he sent 2 workers to the horse to start. So double chopping early, that's an interesting one. And going for the horse over the banana as well, another interesting move. We'll see what his plan is there. He's got aluminum and rubber, so and oil over here. So late game, if he can get there, he's got the MA, which, when it comes in the tech tree, pretty much shreds everything else. But that's kind of hard to get to. I kind of expect it'll be more of a cruise missile special forces gameplay. Right, on to the other team, we have Battleship. Battleship is, hold on, before I do anything, I'm just gonna do this so that I don't have to worry about that. Battleship is in an interesting spot, lots of food, but also jungle. So that's gonna be awkward to play. He's gonna have to sort of early aggressively plant if he wants to secure these resources. So that's a little tough, but he will have the food to get that up and running quickly. So that's not too bad a spot. It's definitely order though. I think it'd be really difficult to justify playing any other government than order in that spot. All right, Halu, this is really good for Team Halu. This is about as dream scenario as you can get if you're on Team Halu, to have your captain and your carry player in the corner. Res, excellent. He's got sub-cruise res here, power cruise res there. I think this 4 res combo is actually Trooper Plus, like Super Trooper. So that's really good for their team. He can blob out, go crazy. You can pretty much play any government from that spot, I think. And then Reaver, last one. I like this as capital. It's probably going to be... He's probably planning that as capital, but we'll see. Kind of awkward resources-wise. Like, iron rubber... Oh, he planned that as capital. Okay. Oh, and uranium. Okay, no, he's fine. He's got good res. Oh, and walking one more. That's interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't personally have sacrificed that tempo, but, long term, where he's planting is going to be a better city. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, so everyone, I think, has planted except Rico. Oh, Rico walked another. That's interesting. That is, um, well, we'll see how it works out. I don't really like, oh, I guess it works out fine because this plant, if that's where he's going, or there, either one of these, that floodplain still happens, so we should still get his 5 food. So that should be okay. It's a little bit, I don't know if I would have walked again, but it's fine. Yeah. All right. So let's start planting some spies. Uh, here we go. Okay. So see if we can. Oh, the only player that doesn't have a capital yet. This should be on wealth. I don't know why it ever. Can it just wealth forever, please? Oops. Yeah. Okay. Good deal. All right. Let's see. So we got our first spy. That was good. We can. I think. Is he down now? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Order elite spies is nice here. Nope. Failed on their own. We'll have to come back to that one. Whoa, already. EU, Iran. Okay, so yeah, they met up. They did the Explorer. They did the Explorer trick to get war deck. That means they'll have an early out of war. That'll be a really nice boost to their early game economy. Wow, we're getting kind of unlucky. So much for order spies being elite. Okay, half and half. I've never actually known what the like odds are of that, but so yeah, cool. Okay, so it looks like here, yeah, Reaver and Halu have met, and Senjay now knows. Okay, Reaver's got to be close. His king's here. He knows that he has contact with Halu as well, so he might suspect he's getting 2v1'd. Yeah. So he calls it out. That's a good shout out. This will be interesting. This battle here, I think, is gonna determine a lot. Neither Battleship nor El Quixote are really known for early game fighting, but they both are capable and both are pretty good defenders. I would say, like overall, as far as if you had to pick someone who's 2 people to get into a fight, this is like a pretty good even match. So this should be fun, and I expect Rico will contribute to this fight a little, although he might feel like he has to help Senjay with Reaver given the resources available. Like this is going to be a fast combat engineer, and we know Reaver loves his combat engineers, so that'll be something to look for. But yeah, if Rico almost certainly is order. Yep. So I fully expect a bunch of drafted RPGs this game. that's what I'm expecting out of Rico. And with that, the paradrop ability, he can go really either way, to Reaver or to Battleship. And okay, I like these plants from Halu. I mean, this tile is gonna be so nice for him. I'm expecting he went Freedom, actually, looking at that. No, he went Order as well. Okay, so let's see. Order for Rico, Order for Senjay, Order for Elk, Order for Battleship. Oh my gosh, it's a full game of Order. This is insane. Well, so much for government variety. I don't know if I agree with some of these Order plays. I personally, in this spot, would definitely play Freedom, and it may be bad to play Freedom in this spot because, like, you got this war happening early, but, like, all these chops, you have 3 luxuries close. I would not be able to say no to that. This one I can understand, Order for sure. This one, I don't know, you're doing a lot of irrigating. I guess you have these, like, mountains to mine. Maybe he's just thinking for the combat engineer draft. But even then, I kind of like trad. But I do think people nowadays really are not fans of tradition in the most recent patch. So, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then, I mean, as I said, I don't really love order in this spot either. You're the late game carry, and you had the intel early that you have a teammate here. You couldn't know that there wasn't someone like here, I guess, but you're in the corner. Like you can see this landmass. You're in the corner of the map. It's a Pangea. Everyone knew that already. So I I feel like I would have preferred to go freedom, especially seeing a tile like this. That just seems so good early game. But maybe Halu just wants to get involved, get stuff going quickly. All right, China and Mexico. That's interesting. What is that about? Australia and Canada. All right, so that's an out of war, but this one's interesting. Let me see if I saw that right. China, yeah, China and Mexico. So I wonder if Halu was just trying to to mess up his growth, run around his cities and stuff. Annoying. Oh, there's a lot of that going on. Look at this elk sitting on the deer tile. Okay, okay. No one's pulling any punches this game. I respect it. All right. Yeah, let's see. Most people size 3, Rico size 2 because he walked an extra turn. But this is like one of these pivotal turns. Some people are really big fans of going settler immediately at a cap, especially as order. That's pretty common. Like, I fully expect Halu to do that. The fact that Halu's second is size 1 tells me he probably just pop rushed Grand. Same with Reaver, that was size 2. Same with Senjay, and same with Elk. So honestly, it looks like most people are going for very similar build orders. It looks like Battleship's going to be planting a city here. I expect probably that one. Oh no, he goes Worker. Okay. Okay, so we're going big, big. So when you go up to size 4 in Modern, in Cap, that usually means you're not doing Workers, um, you're not doing settlers at a cap, you're just going straight for it. Elk is the only one who gets out the early city, and I kind of like this for his position. He's going to secure his rubber early, and that's going to cause a lot of headaches for Battleship in the upcoming, in the upcoming turns, because the early game power of the skirmisher, especially in these kind of battles where you have hills in between, but it's mostly flatland, so your skirms can just run and dodge to a hill and be pretty safe, that's going to be really annoying for him. I do wonder about Battleship's plan for resources, because, I mean, maybe he's trying to go up for this city, because that will be a big city if he can get it. It'll be really nice. It will automatically be great, won't need really worker moves, and it will secure uranium. But if I were him, I would probably try and prioritize this rubber from Rico, because I wouldn't, Rico's already got good res. It would be really painful for him to try and fight if he got rubber as well. Have to do with combat engineers and stuff. So yeah, let's see. Looks like Battleship also pop rushed his Grand. Artillery early, okay. Rico, and he's been in wartime, it looks like. Same with Battleship, because they didn't expand, and same with Halu. Halu's spamming workers, recognizes his position as pretty safe, doesn't need to go for any early war. So he's just going to try and get his economy rolling. Rico, on the other hand, has decided he is going straight for fighting. So this is going to be very interesting. That is a very, very early artillery with no real support. So I wonder what his plan is with that. That'll be interesting. All right, it's been a couple turns. Let's see if we can get some of these spies to land. Nope. All right, we got one. Nice. Nice. Alright, all but one so far. That's pretty good. Yeah, so, interesting. We don't see any additional workers. I mean, these builds are almost identical. Really, the difference is that Senjay only walked 2 for his, and Reaver walked 3, which means that Senjay's second has greenery and is already a pop ahead. But at the same time, this city automatically is growing per turn once it's size 2. And it might even be worker per turn as soon as it's size 2, so that's pretty good. Senjay asking where is Halu, but Rico just spotted him, so uh, it seems like everyone knows where everyone is now, because I know Battleship's explored Elk a bit. Battleship's been explored by both Rico and Elk. Reaver was explored really, really early by Senjay. And oh wow, an art. Oh wow. Now that's a play right there. That is very interesting. And he doesn't have iron, so he can't counter it with the Rough Rider. That could really be a pain. Oh man, that's a problem though for Senjay. So this radar artillery could be a big pain for Reaver. But at the same time, if Halu plants this airbase right now, there's no way he plants it before he has a unit. Now he's gonna keep this hidden. Um, but that could be a real big problem if Senjay doesn't realize it soon enough. Senjay could get lucky, and if he hasn't explored down here yet, which he probably didn't because there was a hut, and that's how he got the worker. So if he explores down here and sees this worker, I'm pretty sure Halu will just be forced to disband it. I can't imagine he tries to play for it. So, whoops. There we go. So yeah, we'll see. Oh man, Elk dangling a hut up here too. Okay, yeah. So Team Senjay, they're scouting, not really working out so well for them. Okay, got the draft. Barbs are starting to come out now. So we'll see. Not a lot of, wow, really? Only one camp? No, 2 camps, okay. That's still not very many. Okay, China and Australia. Okay, yeah, so that's this out of war chain is just going to be huge for their economy. So Rico going forward with his artillery now, and I think that radar is still in capital. Oh, and he knows that he saw these scouts, I think, or these explorers with his, so he knows that if he sends out the radar, it will be spotted immediately. Okay, Battleship with the size 3, but that's matched by Elk, who went for a second settler out of capital, it looks like. Can that be right? I think it is. So that's interesting. Some parity, at least. But of course, El Quixote's economy is gonna fly. Although, given that Battleship is size 3, I guess he has 5 workers, but that can't be where all of the population went. So yeah, I assume he pop rushed something, maybe a factory. Rico made a regular tow. Wow, regular tow, and he's got an artillery going forward, and he's drafting next turn. So he's going, and given where this road is, he's going full pressure on Reaver. Reaver slaves a factory, surely. Double radar artillery. Oh my gosh, Reaver is going to be in a world of hurt in 1 or 2 turns time. This is about to get really messy. Oh, our first burn of the game. Okay. Yeah, this is going to get really ugly for Reaver. He's not going to be able to draft for a while because he just pop rushed that factory. He has 1 unit and he can use King, and that's it. And every other tile that's not covered by King and this one partisan is going to just get pummeled by these radar artillery. And with Rico coming in from the other side, this is gonna be crazy. I cannot do what? I don't know what he's talking about. Is he listening to stream? Oh, did I build it? Bro, I literally had it on wealth. That's crazy. Okay, I don't know how to fix that. I guess it's just gonna permanently build partisan because it doesn't understand. Is that like a preferences thing? Nah, it should always build previous. So I don't know why it's ever doing that. I guess I could go into governor and stop that. I don't know. Two already on you, Reaver. Alright, so they spotted it. Okay. Yep, and the wheat is gone, and so is his... Oh, no, he's actually fine. He is not gonna lose growth per turn because he has this fish to work. So he's actually okay, but these radar artillery are about to just shred. Okay, battleship goes for the Deer City. That's pretty good. I like that. Get some coastal too. Coastal on Pangea is underrated because it just means that you have threat, right? Like, people have to respect more that you could hit them. I don't remember if this partisan was there the turn before or not, but if it was, that's going to be a big problem for Senjay. There's a chance he loses both, but I mean, already they've done so much work. You can just see. Oh, okay, so Senjay spotted the worker and is chasing it down. That won't get anywhere now. So this is where the action is, right here. Reaver in the middle. I think he's going to need some help from Halu very quickly, which is a little bit unfortunate because Halu would really prefer to be able to build in this position. This worker is not going to go anywhere. I mean, that can't accomplish anything with all of this pressure coming from the other side. Okay, and we got Oil City going down, so right now it's looking very good for Team Senjay. I really like this opening, this double radar artillery opening. I don't know how he afforded that. That's crazy. Because that's a lot of gold. Oh my goodness. Does he get... Oh, he got one? No, he got them both. Oh, Reaver with the steal. And he gets to keep them. Oh my gosh. So he teched into Cold War. That's so shocking. I don't know if that was on purpose. Was that intentional for him to tech into Cold War? To steal the radar? There's no way, right? What was he going for? Maybe he's going for transportation. I feel like that has to be what it is because I can't imagine with, oh, I guess he saw rubber close, so maybe that's what he is. Maybe that was the idea. Okay, this is about to be problematic for him though. Reaver is not... He's not free yet because I can totally see this settler going here because that's such a good city spy. I mean, look at it. That's so beautiful. But I think there's a movement on these units. Yeah, I know. I don't know how that even happened, Battleship. I see that, but it's like it's doing it again. Stop that. Okay, we have to just switch governor because this is bad. Where is isn't there a wonder? Wonder? Often. Isn't there a setting to like never produce? Oh, never build wonders. Yes. Yes, okay. We're away from the action for a second. Sorry, but I don't want to steal any more stuff. Okay, yeah, so he sees it. So at least in the case of Senjay, who's about to get punished by his own 2 radar artillery, so that's very expensive. I mean, it still did work. Like, Reaver is suffering from this, but given that he has access to these tiles, I think he's gonna be fine. It looks like Rico did not move these units towards... Oh, he's got the Rough Rider coming out. That can take the city next turn. If he shoots an artillery shot right here, he can't... there's no way Reaver defends it, so Reaver still getting punished a little bit here. Elk's still not gone up to drafting size, but he's only built one extra worker. But these two cities are going to be nice for him later on, so we'll see how that goes. Senjay realizing he needs to focus on defending, I guess, because these radar artillery could be a problem. Oh, Reaver actually retreats one of them. Oh, and is Halu gonna get away with this worker? That's crazy. Oh wow! So he even sent two Rough Riders. So one of them is for sure coming down here. That's not gonna do anything though, unless, I mean, I guess there's a chance it like picks off a naked settler or worker, but now that's been spotted, pretty much no chance. Oh, that's interesting. I don't... Okay, well, it worked out for him. It worked out. So, yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. He's got another settler, though. He's ready to replant it. Although, I'm not sure if he goes... Does he go for oil again? Or does he go for the rubber? Because we know he already has Cold War, and skirms would help tremendously right now. So this is gonna be interesting. Oh wow, an early boat, and it's got units on it because there was a militia in this city, so it's probably got at least. Well, we can see actually. We can see what it has, right? Let's see. 2 Marines, 2 partisans, and a militia are on this boat, and I bet you they're headed to Senjay. That's gonna be difficult to deal with for sure. If he's feeling like he has to defend these tiles from the radar artillery he accidentally gave away, and he has to defend a double marine boat, Cat being one off coast as well, very susceptible to landing, that could be a problem. Okay, so it looks like yeah, I can't either, honestly, because you saw the partisans, so I don't know why you would go up. It's like, but, that's, these blunders happen. It's the pressure of the situation, I guess. I mean, this... If Halu doesn't respect this, this could be a problem for him as well. Oh, the settler didn't even move. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we expected. Alright. Rico's Explorer gone. Halu... I don't really know what units he's going to go for. I assume cruise missiles. I think Reaver at this point has to just start turtling up. He knows his teammate is going for Senjay. Rico's pretty small. Elk is actually going to be the bigger problem late game, probably. Even though Senjay is the best builder on their team, his position, the early fighting, and losing both radar artillery, I mean, each of those, they're each worth 60 shields, I think. It's either 55 or 60, so that's a lot of early investment. And that, that could be... That's definitely setting him back. But Reaver does have to deal with cleaning up his land, which still hasn't happened. Okay, if Rico wants to, he could kind of... Like, okay, that unit's out of moves, so it can't work. But the king and this city are doubleable. Oh, but Reaver's going to plant the city and he'll see it. That's too bad. That's, I mean, too bad depending on who you ask. I want to see the action. I want to see the city captures. But yeah. Okay, so Alcaz is rubber hooked. I expect he's gonna start producing skirmishers now. Um, oh, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So he hit in. It looks like he won, but I think King is in there, and he lived off King. So that worked out well for him. Okay, Reaver. Now Reaver's starting to catch back up. He's cleared up his land. He doesn't have the 2 radar artillery hitting him. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was really good for him. 2 wins. This is huge for him. Oh, he doesn't get the retreat. If he gets the retreat there, that is enormous. Because that really would have been a problem. But that's still a lot of value. I cannot believe he's going to put King there. That is so risky. You've seen him with Rough Riders. Like, why can you believe that there's not just a Rough Rider sitting right here waiting to double your King? I don't know. I guess he thinks, yeah, radar artillery can defend it, but I would not be, that confident. That is terrifying. All right, so Senjay building settlers. He captured the worker, so he no longer has to worry about that. But he's in trouble because this boat is only 2 turns from landing. That's that could do a lot of damage. We know it has 5 units on it, and it is over a river. If he goes into cap, he could do a marine into Monterey. It is value, of course, but is it? I don't know. Is that much early investment worth it for this like size 1 city? Maybe. I don't know. But if he lands cap, that could be huge, right? I'm a little bit surprised, actually, that Senjay hasn't tried to make any more radar artillery, just because, yeah, you lost the first 2, and that's a big hit to your economy. But at the same time, they were really effective. Like, the 2 turns, you were actually hitting him. And he has no better counter now than he did back then, so I feel like you, as Senjay, could justify continuing that pressure. But they are very expensive, and maybe he's just trying to build up an economy because he saw, how he was expanding. This guy here is dangerous. He can go into Chongqing if he's got full movement. So those Rough Riders are kind of a pain to deal with early on. See if we can get our last spy on Quixote. Thankfully, the last one. Okay, we got it. Okay, so he's got skirms coming out. He's got some vet partisans. He's still planting more cities, going for that aluminum. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what Battleship's plan is because he hasn't expanded more and he hasn't hooked any more resources. He has a worker here, so he could be getting coal next turn, but I feel like in his position, you're sort of res deprived if you don't blob out a little bit, and so I feel like he should have been prioritizing that a little bit earlier. Reaver, though, really so far kind of being the MVP of this game, holding off 2 enemies. Doing a great job at that. Okay, Rico gets the lucky retreat. That's nice for him. This boat probably lands this turn. I'm assuming on cap, just given its position, where he left it. I think if he was going for Monterey, he would have left it somewhere like here. So he fortifies in cap, so it looks like that he probably will have enough to hold. And he has units that can reinforce. If, no. If, okay, nice, it's doing well. If Reaver and Halu were kind of coordinating a little bit more, it would have been nice to see Reaver send the 2 radar artillery around here. Maybe even dangle them. I know, yeah, I did that trick. You're 10 minutes behind. I did fix that eventually, but ooh, a burning cap, tough. Oh, and he roads. That's not even to hook it. But he sees the skirm. Elk with his 5th city. So Elk solidly uh, has the most plants down. We're not. I don't really. I'm kind of curious. Let's look inside what his cap looks like right now. We'll do it really quick because it's end of turn, and I assume some action's about to go down. Yeah, so he does have factory. That's what I was checking for. Oh, he's attacking now. That is surprising. See, I don't know though. Like, that's good, but that's not. It's not that much value, right? But maybe he can still land here. Oh no, he's going around. He's going to Toluca. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be. I don't know. Senjay's not reacting to this, so. Oh gosh, don't crash end of turn, dude. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're back. We're in the reload screen. We just need everyone to check in. I think Senjay said he needed a minute, but he'll be right back. So far, it seems like, I don't know. It seems like Team Senjay had a really good start to the game. El Quixote's build seemed very nice. He definitely seems like he's in a good position to do stuff mid to late game. And he's sending skirms to bother Battleship, which means he can't just get away with whatever greed he wants. And at the same time, though, Team Halu really turned it around. Reaver pulling out some incredible plays, really using that movement. Reaver, quite well known for being very quick. And so using the movement well to capture both of those radar artillery really turned things around. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot going on, and the game's really starting to amp up. So I hope Rico is pretty close to RPGs. Which, I mean, because that would be sorry. But yeah, because if he can get some RPGs in here, it will make it much harder for Reaver. I didn't see this actually. El Quixote with the boat out. What is El Cav? He's got one. Not. He can't have much because I'm looking at 2 partisans, a militia, and a skirm. And so at most he has a skirm and 2 partisans on this boat. I'm not even sure he has that. So we'll see what his plan is with that. What are we doing? Sorry, but them's the breaks. Alright, so same stuff happened down here. Yeah. I like the zoning from Halu. Oh, that's going to be a pain. If this disorders him... No, it didn't. Oh, Reaver with the disorder, though. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh, he hits the iron. Wait, what? Where? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, that's in range. Crazy. That's costly. Rico going double settlers, nice. Marine cleared up. All that's good. I like this position here, because that's just going to be difficult to clear up for Battleship right now. He doesn't have resources for that to be a cost-efficient hit unless he... But yeah. So we know Elkat's factory. I'm assuming Battleship does too. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that he does. Yeah, he does. So that's to be expected. This, okay, so yeah, I expect Senjay doesn't lose this city now. Yeah, he sees it coming. He knows what's happening here. Uh, yeah, I think I think Team Senjay, despite this minor setback and losing the 2 radar, are actually still in an okay spot here. Because so far, Team Halu have not been very aggressive with trying to procure resources. Oh, that's unfortunate. This worker sees this. That's too bad. Otherwise, that would have been a really nice play. But I don't think that's going to do much. Okay, so he lands, but he gets the worker. Actually, that's still value. 2 partisans. Does he leave the marine? Yeah, because there is another marine in there. I'm pretty sure. Militia there. He might be baiting, hoping that he hits into this, trying to clear it, right? And I mean that's a good idea. I like that. Oh, now he's leaving with it. Maybe he doesn't have the other marine. I thought he had another marine in there. It's hard to tell. He has so many marines. Okay. So we know both of them have factories. Reaver has a factory. We saw that happen really early in the game, so he's doing well. Let's look for a second at what's going on inside Mexico City. He has the first part, so he's going to be getting the power cruise. He's the first one I've seen that with. Alright, and Reaver's got oil, so he's going to be a threat now. This is an interesting idea. I don't love how far out the king is, though. Like, imagine Reaver actually just makes like 2 bombers this turn and spots that with an explorer, or you know, Halu spots it with an explorer. Could be a problem. Okay, elk moving forward. Yeah, we'll see. I want to see what Halu's build looks like as well. So we'll look in Beijing here. He's got factory and ship moves. I guess we could have seen the ship moves. But yeah, factory's really nice here. So a lot of factories going around. We already know. Well, let's end a turn. I'm going to save again just in case. You know, when there's one drop, you just have to start expecting there to be more. This is very interesting. A lot of early game damage has been done, trading blows, but nothing lethal yet. So we'll see. Okay, so this landing is happening, but like Vancouver CIV is going to be drafting. I don't expect that's going to do much. He didn't have much on that boat. So Halu putting down more cities. And Rico with the rubber plant. I'm not sure he actually has the rubber. He might have it res glitched. There is a cure for that. Anyone who wants to know, you can get rid of the res glitch by just declaring war on someone. And it will give you your resources, which is nice. Yeah. I'm glad that Rico's expanding now, and finally Battleship hooks his coal, so that'll be good for him as well. It seems like he drafted before he hooked his coal, otherwise he probably would have an infantry. I don't know if this boat moved yet, but if it did, then there's no way that boat's doing anything. You know. Okay, so we got the pillage off, but yeah, we'll keep tabs on all that. I wanna see what Rico's build. I'm pretty sure Rico doesn't have a factory. Just given how many units he's been spamming out, yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. No one has what appears to be... well, Toronto's got a culture in it. I'm curious now. He's put something in there. And it wasn't making workers early, I can say that much. So, let's see what's in there. Granary and Coliseum. So he wants to draft out of here a lot. It's a lot of happiness in that city, actually. So, we'll see. Reaver pushing forward with his radar already. He plants his own rubber. Again, might get a res glitched. It looks like Senjay's going for this coal. I wonder if he's trying for paratrooper. That could be an interesting play. Okay, and this is, you know, how is Rico supposed to hold that if his roads are getting cut? Oh my gosh, we see King. Is there a bomber? Is there a bomber? No, there's not. He would have shot already if there was. Yeah. Let's see. Australia. No, just partisans. Okay, so the infantry are coming out. Bed infantry. The landing happened, but looks like maybe it probably happened because he saw the frigate. No, because he's already gone. So I don't know. Maybe it's just a late landing, or maybe he just figured out he's defended, can't take it. Okay, now we see Battleship really expanding, going for this rubber. I like this. This is what I was saying. I thought would be a good idea pretty early, have his own skirms to counter. I like this as well. Sending out random infantry is great value at this point in the game because you essentially they just trade well. They're high defense units that are very hard to hit into, and so if you always put them on a tile that's like a hill or a forest, you're just advantaged in every roll, at least to trade efficiently, unless they're using artillery on you. And if you're forcing them to build artillery, I mean, that's also good. So there's a lot of value to that. Yeah, Rico's gonna lose his rubber city surely. There's no way he holds it. He is getting completely decimated by Senjay's radar artillery, and we have a boat from Halu. We know it as Marines. Does he go? He goes for Vienna with ship moves, big plays, and he gets it. Oh man, Rico's in trouble. That might spell his demise. He's about to lose the rubber city. He's lost the uranium city. This city's getting stuffed with units, and we see Reaver moving in as well. This is not looking good for him. Team Halu, just, too strong, I guess, in this moment. They're doing great. Sorry, I would like to see if I could mute that. Sorry, it's someone saying my stream is broken, but I don't. It says I'm still streaming. It says I'm still live. What? Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you. Well, let's see. What did we miss? Because I had the wrong slide on. We missed Halu taking this city, Halu taking this city, and that's about it. Elk landed here, nothing happened. Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so essentially, I mean, this was the biggest thing we missed, was Halu really just barreling into Rico. Rico probably going to drop this city as well. Yeah, look at that value too. Just like a regular militia just going to take the last city from Rico. And Rico does not have the units to defend here either. His defense is stranded, completely stranded. Halu can probably go in. Reaver's got units to go in. Radar artillery can just start peppering that. I think Rico's dead next turn. So El Quixote is nice and big, and if he takes out Battleship, losing Rico, this game is still anyone's to win. But Battleship is nowhere near as close to dying as Rico is. It looks like they're gonna wait another turn before they go in on him, though. So, oh wow, double helicopter Double helicopter from Senjay, and Elk gets the uranium plant. Wow. That is crazy that he can afford to get this down in the face of infantry spam. It's 3 tiles from Battleship's cap. I cannot believe he actually managed to get that secured. But that's going to be huge for him, especially if Rico does die. Combat engineers are going to be insanely helpful for pushing through Battleship. And he already has aluminum hooked, so if he wants to go cruise missiles, that I mean, Battleship has got nothing that can hold that. So yeah, this is uh crazy, but yeah. All right. Okay, this is interesting. Reaver doing some strategizing, seeing if they want to leave Rico or not. I feel like, well, I mean, it's a good question. I kind of like the idea of going in right away because then you can just afford to build. Yeah, and look at this. So this is an interesting situation for a modern game. He lands a worker on a mountain, with units, which is usually great for building an airbase. But in modern, you cannot build air bases on mountains. So if Senjay just stuffs this tile with units, that's not doing anything. That's kind of funny. Okay. It looks like they're gonna let Rico live, which I think is a mistake because it's gonna be more expensive now. Like for a moment there, his entire military was stranded down here. They probably could have just gone in, but yeah, I mean, they're right though. They don't need to take him out yet. He's not. He has been neutralized as a threat, and so they can just kind of ignore him if they want. And I don't know, is anyone on their team going for cruise missiles? Maybe Halu? Probably not though. His position's not great for them unless he goes sub-cruise, which he's not. He has 13 Marines though. Crazy. I don't know. Elk is in such a commanding position right now. It feels like if Team Halu doesn't do something about it and Senjay can just kind of hold on, even if they lose Rico, I think Elk uh, can really do a great job. So um, let's see. Well, Harley now has some really nice resource access. The only thing he's missing is oil, uh, which if you're only missing one resource, you're doing pretty great. So I guess he hasn't hooked his iron yet, but yeah, it's a really good spot for him. It does feel like this is inevitable. I don't know how. Uh, I don't know how. Well, Elk doesn't really have a ton of units yet, but neither does Battleship. He really just has partisans, so I don't know how he's gonna live long term against that. Um. Oh, the pollution on the cow. That's so tough. Interesting. I mean, it's kind of we've now hit a bit of a stalemate, a bit of a stalling spot because essentially the Senjay. Well, what happened to his helicopters? The Senjay. Oh, he still has them. And he has a power cruise. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to utilize that though. Um, but the Senjay Reaver front has really stalled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, so Senjay could, if he wanted to, land Toronto with his helicopters as well. And if that gets coordinated with Elk, that could be really devastating. But yeah, this front's kind of stalled. Halu and Reaver did what they wanted to do to Rico, so that's not really going anywhere. Elk's still building settlers. I love to see it. Blobbing out. I expect that's the city. Really nice double wheat spot. Yeah. So I'm not sure. You know, it's tough to it's tough to say what the how it's gonna progress from here. I think Halu's probably starting to just build up, maybe? Oh, he got the airbase. Oh, never mind. So he's just going to start shipping units here. Marine on Marine. I don't know if I love that, though. Yeah, because Senjay still has the power cruise. So well, yeah, there are probably too many units from Halu for that to do much, but if he can get enough units here, power cruise this, and just stack it's not doing great. So we'll see. Ooh, fighter from Elk. I like to see that. Hopefully that's for vision. Let's see what. Oh wow. Okay, so Reaver also going helicopter. 17 partisans, 5 skirmishers. That's a lot. If he is reconning this area, he could land Guadalajara, and if he coordinates with Halu, it could get really rough. I think we have to start paying attention to this area again because it's kind of a powder keg. Especially, oh yeah, helicopter just moved in there. Okay, especially because Reaver has skirmishers, so sending in, you know, the first helicopter taking the city, stuffing the others with skirmishers, and sending them in, you know, Senjay could get overrun really quickly. Elk building an air force now. I'm not sure I prefer that. That means he has explosives, so in my opinion he should be making cruises, stacking them to try and take out Battleship. We know Battleship doesn't have iron, so he can't be going for domes. So it really feels like the play should be to go for cruise missiles. However, maybe Elk is thinking like really long term and, you know, trying to say essentially bombers will have value beyond the kill on Battleship, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so if we look back at Mexico again, he still has his power cruise, 16 partisans, but he is exposed there. Yeah, so they're hunting for kings, I guess. But I don't think they're not going to find anything with that. Oh, okay. They're loaded. Okay, so that's the recon one. So we know he's reconning. Oh boy, it's going down this turn. Here it comes. I'm going to start saving. It's going down the... Yep. He's even calling it out. Okay. We can... Oh yeah, and we see Halu trying to make something happen down here. So this is... It's about to go down at Senjay's base. If he can hold here, he's in a great spot, but I don't know. I think that's pretty unlikely. Oh, he got it off. Okay. Oh no, one of them didn't land. Let's see. That's a lot of units, but he's reinforcing well. He needs a draft. He needs to draft here. Oh, man. He didn't land with one of them. Man. Oh, and he spots it. Look at this. Oh, this is so big. Okay, Senjay might be able to hold here. He has a power cruise that he could maybe use to clear this. He has some units in Juarez. Probably quite a few, actually, because I bet you that's where his helicopters are. Let's see, Mexico. Oh my gosh, I'm lagging. Juarez. Yeah, all of those units are in there, so he can clear up this stack, and that is a big, big fail for Reaver there. Well, it's only fitting, you know. Reaver got the steal on those radar artillery, so, you know, it's only fitting that Senjay get the defense on the helicopter landing. But man, I mean, for most of the last turn, that city was completely empty, and somehow Senjay holds on. Oh, and he gets coal as well. That's interesting. I wonder what that's going to be for. Maybe just infantry draft. I really think that Senjay... Oh, unless the power cruise is on here. Now that would be crazy. I mean, it might be. He might be going for the kill on Halu. But that... I don't expect that to work. So... But that would be a big play if he got it. Oh, this is a disaster for Battleship. This wherever the settler is going, he's gonna lose it to these special forces. There is no hope. So, I mean, if Senjay doesn't clear this up, he's gonna get. Oh no! Oh, blocked. Does he block the landing? Does he block it in time? He does! Oh, that's so big! That is so big for him. That was... What a good move. That was a humongous play. It's really tough for him, though, now. Because he didn't clear up this stack. And all of his units are stranded here. They are in helicopters, so he can evacuate them as needed. But, like... All Reaver has to do is stuff the 3 helicopters here with as many partisans and skirms as he can and drop them again. And I think there's practically no way that Senjay holds that. Oh, he's going for Reaver? Oh, no way. Oh, it's... Oh, no, because King's in there, I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I saw King there. Yeah, so pretty much no chance. Yeah, there's actually no spot he can even cruise from, so that is so tough. I like the play, I like the idea. If Reaver moves into cap, it could work, but I cannot imagine why you would ever leave the safety of that city. That is... He put it there for a reason. That is pretty much invincible. I mean, they're as so well defended. Yeah. Oh, it looks like... Did the settler get taken? Oh my gosh. Don't drop. Man. Not again. Okay, well, that's a tragedy. I'll remember this time to switch back, though. Alright, here we go. We're back in it. So let's see if we could catch up on what was going on here. Right. Pillaging happening. That got cleared up. We know Senjay wanted to go for this boating there, but that's, I mean, I don't know if that's going to do anything. Okay, so Sam's out to respond to bombers. Sams are very strong in modern compared to bombers, so that will do quite a bit. Toluca was size 1. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah. All good. Fixed up now. Good. So yeah, I mean this is disaster really for Senjay. It might be the kind of thing that you just take all the units. Oh, he might try and helicopter cap. That could be huge. Okay, so this is an interesting point, right? To me it seems like Senjay is not long for the world. If he can time his death with taking Reaver's capital, that is so much economic damage. It probably isn't enough to save the game. But it is so much economic damage that it could be a really big deal. Unfortunately for him, King is not in capital, so there is no way he is getting. There's no way he's killing him. But okay, yeah, here we go. So he's gonna go for the landing. I like this a lot. Yeah, and he knows. It's like it's do or die time. He's dropping the cruise off. This is big, and I think he gets capital, and he's gonna get it before he dies. Surely, I think there's the only way he doesn't get capital is if he messes up this landing or if Reaver's reaction is just godly. He needs to land here. Block off the reinforcement. Oh, interesting. Going for both. I don't agree with that. I think it would have been better to focus all of it on Canberra. Oh, King is exposed though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but see, there's no way he gets Sydney, right? And so I think it should just all gone on capital. But I do think there's a chance he gets cap here. Launches the cruise. Does he launch the power cruise? Yes, he does. Hits. Does he take it? He puts King in cap. Oh, he holds. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe he just put his King in capital. What if he had another cruise? Oh my gosh. That would have been insane. That would have been the most unbelievable way to get that kill. That was so close. I want to watch that back, see if any of the hits hit onto King or not. Like if King defended, because that was crazy. He can't have much, right? Like what's in Canberra right now? We're gonna look now. I mean, Senjay's pretty much dead. I don't know if they're gonna hit into him. Dude, I think it did. I think it did. I'm pretty sure that. Oh no, full HP. No, it didn't. That is so wild. It really looked like for a second he got capital, but yeah, I mean he's just evacing. I don't love that. I mean, I understand it, but I don't love it as a play. Also, if you're gonna move the helicopters, take the militia with you, man. No reason to leave that behind. El Quixote is gonna kill Battleship if they play on, but I don't see that happening if Senjay dies here, which I mean, I don't see how he's not gonna die here. So he's got so many units on him. He literally can't even grow next turn. Oh yeah, he's getting hit into, so I should save just in case. So that we have all the same outcomes and stuff, but... Oh? Maybe not. No, he's gonna die. I mean, Reaver has too many units on him. Even if he doesn't just straight up kill him, he can just hit all these tiles, just pillage him completely down, and he'll be in essentially the same spot Rico is. And then it's going to be Elk versus Reaver and Halu, essentially, if he clears up Battleship, so that's tough. This game is very different if, yeah, he needs to get this helicopter in here fast, otherwise it's just over for him. Oh, he got it in. Okay, that was good. But he's still gonna die. There's no way there's enough in there to hold. Oh, maybe? Okay, let's save. Maybe he does? Um, yeah, I mean, I think Senjay's dead, and despite Elk's great looking build, I don't think he can 1v3. Oh, and Halu's on Combat Engineer. Yeah, that's going to be really tough. Even just from a score perspective, I cannot imagine that that goes well. Okay, Rico down to no units. I don't know if he's sending them out or what, but yeah, okay. So even this is not enough to hold. Well, most of these are dead, actually, and 1 HP. I mean, there are units in Puebla, so maybe. But no, I think he's dead next turn. I don't even think he grows, so maybe he can throw up walls and just, I don't know, pray. But yeah, I think El Quixote, he probably has enough. Yeah, 5 crews, 6 special forces. He's gonna want to go before Senjay dies. Otherwise, those cruises lose a very valuable point of... Okay, so King's not even in there. King's probably in Toronto, if I had to guess. So maybe, I mean, retrospect, I love the play here. I think if you go for it, though, you have to just land these two tiles. That way, Adelaide cannot possibly reinforce. I think that's the move. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough to kill here. Yeah, it's not even going to be close. Although it's going to be expensive, but yeah, no, Senjay's for sure dead there.